I think like it's a transactional relationship. All right, sweet. We're live. All right, guys, this is a live stream. 2 seconds. We're going to be doing some role plays and whatnot, but we're going to get straight into it. So like loyalty is the reason why it's bullshit in business, and in like not in like business, but in like in the scenario that you're talking about is because like let's just say I had this conversation, right? Like the guys when they're at 7th level, they have quarterly bonuses. They missed the bonus by like a very small margin, right? Like I'm talking in the $100, and I didn't pay it. They were like, oh, but, and I was like, fuck you. I was like, what are you talking about? And they were like, oh, but you know, we should reward the team not hitting the goal that we set. Oh, but they're so close. I said, all right, cool. Let's go ahead and pay it. But if we decide to do some discretionary spending and next quarter the profit is down, but they hit it, can I not pay them? Oh, no. I said, well, then fuck you. Go back to work. This is like my exact words, right? It's because like there is a line and you have to hit it. And if you're 1 millimeter off it, you get no reward, right? Yeah. And so the loyalty is like ridiculous. So like people used to come to me and they would go like, oh, I have a job offer somewhere else. It's better. Like the issue is like ridiculous tribalism that people feel like with business. Like business is some sort of, kind of important friendship event. But the only people who sort of think that way are like the entrepreneurs that have no friends. Right. And they use loyalty as like a bullshit crux to try and get people to stay in situations that they shouldn't stay in. Like I used to see it all the time. Like former business partners of mine used to like try and crowbar people with loyalty. And I just go, man, let them go. If it's what's best for their family, who gives a shit? Like, let them go. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't matter. So I would say like, now, if you put yourself in a position to where you like just don't have any pipeline follow up and stuff like that, then I would say like, that's more of a you thing. But if it's like just a sinking ship, like I would just leave. Like who cares? And if they say like, oh, you can't come back and you're good at your job, then they're retarded.
Yeah, okay. That makes sense.
Like I always welcome people back. They can leave,
as your first
come,
offer,
who gives a shit? Do you know what I mean? Like it's not a tribal. It's like just it's a place of work.
Yeah, my biggest thing is it's like obviously my first offer that I've done. I'm just wondering like how long should I stick at it before I sort of start branching out and sort of evaluating other options in the market?
I mean, I think as a good sales rep, you should be constantly evaluating other options. I think that you should do what's best for you and your family. And that was my advice to all my staff. You should do what's best for you and your family.
Cool.
And if I'm not going to offer, then you should probably take it.
Makes sense.
And people were always surprised and shocked. And that is my exact same advice every time. Always will be, always has been.
Thank you, man.
All right, cool. Justin Turtle.
G'day, Matt. How you going?
Oh, yeah, mate. Not bad, eh? Fucking pretty good, mate.
Just a quick one. I'm doing general advice with life insurance, disability, income protection, trauma.
Okay.
Doing medical leads now.
I have all those things in Australia, so we should be good.
Perfect. You had it reviewed lately. Just quickly.
Savage. Nice. That's good. That's good. My shit's expensive too, so you'd be doing well.
Just on a quick one, just want to understand the dialing rules because we're doing metal leads now because previously always we're getting leads through mortgage brokers. Just want to understand the compliance around dialing. Also, we're looking at bringing in 10 new leads a day and then how that looks, and probably got a list of 100 leads at the moment and what that looks like in terms of cadence from your perspective.
And you're in Australia, right?
Yeah, that's right, Sydney.
Okay. Yeah. First of all, I need to state like I'm an idiot. I don't know anything about compliance. Everything I say is probably made up and completely ridiculous and outrageous. Right. So we'll just start with that. Australia is a sort of little bit of a different place than the States because the rules are a little bit more ethereal than they are like locked in place. Like in the States, you've got like very clear no calling after 8 p.m. or no calling after 9 p.m., nothing before 8 a.m. You've got 3 times in a day maximum. You've got like 7 times in like it's very clear laid out. Whereas in Australia, you're looking at like the can spam, and you're looking at like the 5As or whatever it's called, right? But generally speaking, okay, opt-ins and non-opt-ins are different, right? So like non-opt-ins, you know, it's like, can you cold call? Yes. You know, but
We've got
anyway,
opt-ins on this.
yeah. So like you'd be pretty safe with like anywhere from 2 to 4 times a day, right? With like a maximum of 7 to 10 attempts in a week. That would be like, I think like, you know, and then what you want to make sure is that, you know, if you're dealing with people all over Australia, your opt-in should have what state they're in, right? The reason being is because like otherwise it's really easy to call people in Perth at like shit o'clock in the morning.
We've got that sorted. It was just
Yeah.
sort of trying to get the understanding of a cadence.
Yeah.
What's the position on double dialing and stuff like that? At the moment, I'm
That's
just sort of doing
everywhere.
because I'm doing sort of that. Where I'm finding the sweet spots 8:30 to 9:30. I'm
AM?
doing like a cadence of about 20, 20, 20 each morning, like that, with a list of let's say 25,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then going working down the list,
Yeah, for
and then
sure.
maybe doing the older ones at night, let's say after 6.
Yeah, I think for you, like obviously because you're probably going to get both people on the call, right? You know, you got the partners and stuff like that. So you know, I would say that like, you know, I would have a look, and I would do it by time zone personally. So I would you know start with Sydney and then work my way across the country. I would also, I mean, this is going to sound bad, and people can slay me in the comments. I would like ignore Darwin completely. You know, and just because like I've dealt in this world before, and it just generally is a complete fucking waste of time. Right?
WA seems pretty good, actually.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, I mean, for selling, I've lived there. I don't want to move back, but right. Whenever anyone gets on the phone from anywhere other than Sydney, I go, well, you know, you work hard enough, mate. You'll get here. Don't worry, right? You keep your head down. You keep grinding. You'll get here one day, right? But yeah, so I would just kind of like try and, because if that 8 to 9 or the 8:30 to 9:30 is a sweet spot, you've sort of got that 4 times, you know, or 3 times, right? And you can really kind of maximize. I have a sheet, actually. That like you track your pickup rate per hour.
Per hour, okay, yeah.
Yeah, so I've got this sheet. I'll put it in the. Let me share my screen real quick. So, and I'll put the thing in here. I'll link. But this is like, so basically this is like inbound. This is like outbound, right? And so what I'll do is like just kind of mark this out. This is my time, and then I say I have a pickup rate in Australia. Man, you should be getting good pickup rates, right? Like pickup rates, like for all the dialer clients in Australia, it's like 20 to 25% pickup.
Right? I'm only like 6 at best at the moment.
What are you using?
Oh, we're just using Go High Level.
Well, there you go, man. You're in a fuck piece of shit system. There you go. You're gonna make some serious money. Get on dialer. Dialer.
Well, I've only got 1 seat. Would you look at 1 seat?
Yeah, for sure. Let me see. I'm pretty sure I can get up. If I can get up without doing anything crazy. Like this is, I don't even know if I can. Anyway, so I'll show you this first. So you just basically mark. You figure out what's bad, what's medium, what's good, what's great, and then from there you just go like mark that per hour. You do that for like a month, right? And then you've got like a great dialing schedule.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'll share this.
Yeah.
I'll share this here. I'll put it in the Chiz app. All right.
Thanks. And just last one, what sort of volume of leads you think is worth number dialing a day?
Can you restructure that question? Sorry.
Like from a workflow type of thing, like getting through 20, 25 clients, 50 clients in terms of just initial dials each day, working into your workflow. Because obviously doing first meeting.
I mean, it really just depends on conversations. Like I'll show you. Like so, this is a Australian business, right? In a very similar industry to you, and from 500 dials, 100 pickups, and 31 conversions, right? So they have a 19.5%. This is an Aussie client, right? So it's like, you know, and that's not a lot of time to devote to setting, you know, that, right? That's 17 hours over the course of like a month, right? You know,
That's all right.
It's like this is another Aussie business, right? 25% pickup rate.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So 51% contact rate. So as you can see, like, you know, the dials is sort of irrelevant because like if you have a good pickup rate, your dials will be lower, but your pickups are high. So like from 800 dials, 200 pickups and 50 conversions, that's great. You know what I mean? So yeah, like it's good, you know? So I think having a good dialing speed helps. Like for your volume, you could arguably use your phone. Now, it depends on your position in the business. Like if it's your business, you know what I mean? Which I'm assuming it sort of is, then you can do that.
Yep.
If it's not your business, you can't do that.
Okay. Got ya.
All right. So, yeah.
Thanks, mate.
No
Appreciate it.
No worries, bud. Someone's commenting. I'm glad I'm not the only one who thinks GHL sucks ass at dialing. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, whoever keeps telling me to write their sales script, I sort of can't do that. People commenting. Halbin, hold on one second. Halbin, buddy.
Matt, happy New Year, brother. Good to see you.
You too, man.
I just want to role play a little.
Let's do it. Who's here? Ben.
Yep.
Yeah. Can you be my
I can do
prospect, buddy?
Yeah.
Let's go, Ben.
Yeah. Oh, did that guy
What's up, man?
close, by the way?
No, he's wiener.
What?
He might, but
He told me. He told me he's in. I mean, he's in 100%.
I know he tells everybody he's in, bro, and then he's being a weenie.
I'm gonna give him a call.
Yeah. Anyway, thanks for talking to him.
I'm gonna give him a call. That's unacceptable.
All righty, Ben. So lead generation for car dealerships.
For
So
car
this is
dealerships. Okay.
Zoom call. You want to sell more cars.
We're gonna move more middle, baby.
Okay. All right.
Hey, Ben, it looks like we booked a call today for us to, I guess, for you guys to move more metal. Is that right?
Yeah, that sounds right.
Awesome, brother. I guess, what was it about the ad that made you want to reach out to us and book this call?
I don't know. I was just scrolling last night and it looked interesting, so I figured I'd see what you guys have got going on.
Yeah, for sure. And I'm sure you get like bombarded with a bunch of these ads, right?
Yeah.
Was there anything in particular that's kind of like stuck out to you?
No. I mean, just I liked what you guys were talking about, you know, selling more cars. So
Okay. And how many cars do you guys sell now, Ben?
we do like we move like 200 a month.
Oh, cool. And what's the goal?
I mean, I don't know, as many as we can, right?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I'm sure that you've been wanting to grow this place since you guys have opened it. Is there any goal in particular that you're trying to head to? I mean, 200 to what? What are we trying to head?
That's good.
I mean, a lot. I mean, if we got to like 300, I think I'd be happy.
Okay. And like, what have you been doing to get to 300?
That's good.
Everything, dude.
Everything? Like,
Yeah, you know, we've been doing radio stuff. I pay for radio. I got billboards going on. I got one of those guys twirling the sign out in the front. Like, I've been doing a bunch of stuff.
okay. And how long have you been doing that for?
Well, a long time. I mean, I've kind of upped the efforts the past 6 months or so, but
Okay. So it sounds to me that that's what you've been doing to sell 200 cars, right?
yeah.
Okay. Have you been doing anything outside of that to actually move the needle towards 300?
Not really.
Why not?
Well, that's why I'm on the call with you, right?
Yeah, for sure. But why haven't you tried anything else? Like,
I don't know, dude. It just felt like, you know, it was time to try something new.
okay, I guess what kind of shifted recently then for you guys to be like, all right, we gotta start doing something new here for us to finally hit our goal and move 300.
Tell you what, man, you're way more pointy. You've been taking on the feedback.
Yeah,
Like
I like it.
much more pointy. You used to waffle like a fucking, you know, get stuck in that. That's good, man. Like I think that your expressiveness has got better. Like it's far less robotic, and you're kind of like, you know, like I think inviting of conversation. I think that I like the fact. I think your thought process was really good going into the what shifted question. I think was great. I think some of your questions were a little difficult to answer. Like they were just worded in a way that was like a little bit like I felt like the only answer that Ben could give was the one that he gave, which is like, I don't know, man. You know? So it's sort of like like that's what. So I think maybe it was a brain buffering thing, right? It's like, okay, so that's what you've been doing in order to get to 200 cars, but like, you know what I mean? So it was like, I think your brain was buffering a little bit, which I think is totally reasonable and fine. But I think like I think a little bit more concise, but overall, man, I thought that was pretty good. Well, how have you been going recently?
So the one thing, like, how do you mean?
Like in terms of your sales?
Oh, good. I've been testing new things. I've been pitching without pitch decks, and I've been closing more. So I definitely feel a lot more confident. You know what's crazy, Matt? The one thing that did it for me was I watched one of the videos from a call that I wasn't able to attend, and it was something about you saying how you should be able to go towards other parts of the scripts and then bring it back up. You know what I mean? Like if you want to go to like a different part of it, like, hey, how many how many more sales are you looking for? And then going back to actually get the other questions responded to. You should be comfortable doing that. And I was like, oh, okay. Like a lot of people think that it's just like a one-way highway, you know?
Yeah. No. You can, there's no rules. There's no sales Gestapo. There will be when I'm leader. When I'm leader of the world, there will be a sales Gestapo. But until then, right? That was good, man. I liked it.
All right, thanks.
Surprisingly not disappointing. It's always good to be not disappointed. Alrighty. Is it? Chew? Chew's up.
Yes, sir. Hey, just a quick question for you. So I think my closing ratio is right now is about 33% of people who I present to, right? So I do a lot of dialings, anywhere from about 300 to like 600 per day, just depending on the amount of people I talk to, right? So the question I have for you is like, I want to do more presentations. So should I, instead of focus on just dialing, maybe like outsource some of that activity into like, hiring a dollar or investing more money to, I don't know, maybe better dollar per se? What do you think, Matt?
Can you say that one more time? You would like figure out, you want to figure out where you want to get,
like how can I increase where should I increase my resources into, so that way basically instead of me just focus on dialing people, maybe do like live calls or like live transfer or maybe
they're just different lead sources, right? So like you should trial them, but I don't know, live transfer is way more expensive, and then you've got the 10 to 30 second rule, you know what I mean, like and all that kind of shit, right? So it just depends. Like if you're good at dialing, it's a difficult ROI to beat. You know what I mean? Now, if you're doing like $600 a day, I would say that your dialer's shit. Because like you just can't get through that many. Do you know what I mean? Like if your pickup rate is 2%, you're using Wave or something?
I'm using Kixie.
Yeah, it's the same shit. So they're all the same, just so you know, they're all in the Twilio. They're just the Twilio skin. But yeah, so like that's what makes it tough. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like when you have to dial like that fucking crazy amount of like and you're listening to a dial tone for an hour and a half. Like that's really difficult. So, if that's the reality, then what I would do is I would use that pickup rate tracker. I would find what times of day the outbound is effective. And then I would do the outbound in that time, because chances are like you're going to get half decent pickup rates between 9 to 11 or something like that. And then it's shit from like 11 to 3. You know what I mean? And so like take live transfers from 11 to 3. Right. But like that's not gospel. I'm saying like that is an idea. You would have to try it, bear it out, figure out your pickup rate per hour. The new dialer dashboard is actually going to be sick. It tracks pickup rate, dials per hour, pickups per hour, and new leads in per hour. which is going to teach people, because rostering, I've actually realized, is incredibly important. So like, and the rostering for you is like, when do I dial? Because, but yeah, so that's what I would do. I would have a look at like, when is outbound really effective? Because you don't just want to be reliant on one singular source, which like live transfer stuff, and then just play around with it. Like, there is no correct. There's just what works, and then that will shift and change month to month, quarter to quarter.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. Thank you.
Yeah, who's next? Jeff. My name is.
How's it going, man? Video titles kill me on YouTube.
What's
say,
this one? What's this one? Is it like former special forces sniper teaches special needs kids how to? So I can't remember.
Yeah, I think last time you taught us Africans how to close. So thanks.
Yeah,
appreciate it.
I think it was Billionaire Sales Beast teaches poor Africans how to close deals.
Yeah. I do want to.
Someone said it was racist, and I said Africa's a continent, dickhead. I was like, it's not a racist, people.
So you helped me with my I think I was telling you I struggled with like the beginning of the pitch. Not the pitch, like the beginning of the call, and I did the 3 categories. Not smoother. I was able to close a 10K deal, so this African kid is benefiting. So thank you, Billionaire.
Nice one.
But anyways,
nice one.
Yeah. So
if I had to pick a continent that you were from, I'm just saying it'd be that one.
How would you know?
Exactly.
How would you know? So I want to role play spouse objection.
Okay.
I'm on a marriage offer. Yeah. So I mean, it's already tough enough as is. I don't know if you have any pointers before I go into the role play. Me.
I don't know. Ben, can you be the prospect again? Is he here?
Yes.
Yes. So Ben, you're a guy. You're not in your situation. You're in a troubled marriage.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So and you're gonna give, ironically, a partner objection to this marriage offer.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay, I'm ready.
Yeah. So that's pretty much everything, Ben. So yeah, it'd be 12,000. How would you like to proceed?
Yeah, no, it sounds good. Like I just
yeah. Well, what sounds good?
Yeah, just like everything we talked about. ABC getting me to XYZ, but I just really like to go talk to.
What about ABC exactly, like, or specifically makes you feel good about this?
Yeah, I think it's just like the accountability that it gives us. I think having somebody there coaching us along the way is like what we really need.
Definitely, brother. And with the accountability piece, like, what is it about that specifically?
Dude, it's just like, when you're fighting and there's no mediator, it's hard to know who's right and who's wrong. So it'd be nice to have us like working towards the same thing.
Sure, brother. Yeah, brother. So for you then, if like as far as like getting that accountability piece, like where do you like to go from here?
Yeah, I just want to talk to her about it, man. Like I just want to make sure that I can get her on board, because like if I don't, then what's even the point, right? Like
that makes sense, and I appreciate you sharing that, Ben. I guess money aside, do you feel like this could be the answer for you?
Yeah, I mean, I think it could, as long as she's.
Yeah. What makes you feel like it could?
Oh, just what we talked about, dude. Just like that accountability stuff. I think that like if she can buy in, then like that could be awesome for us.
Yeah, that makes sense. And I guess in addition to the accountability, like anything else that you feel like is, I guess, the key to the castle and helping you be able to become that man who she wants to be with?
That's a rough way of putting that, but I think I like the premise. I just think the wording could be tweaked, but let's keep going.
Okay.
Yeah, dude. I mean, it's kind of the same thing. It's just having somebody to check me too, not just us, but me. Like I'm sure I get in my own way, doing things, and having a different perspective would be really important for me to make sure that I'm taking the steps to like be a better husband, right?
Definitely. Okay. All right. That makes sense. So for you, Dan, just having to check with the missus, like, let's say that she was a fly on the wall on the conversation, or better yet, let's say that she was a silent listener. I have her on three-way, by the way. I'm just kidding, Ben. She's not she's not on the call.
Yeah,
But let's just say
three-way
you know.
Ben's wife. That's fucking weird, bro.
Yeah.
That's a bad.
But let's just say that let's say that she has the context that you do now.
Yeah.
Right. Like how do you think she'd feel about you, getting that accountability, that help just to become a better husband?
All right,
Yeah, I
cool.
think
So
good.
I'm gonna time you out here because for this offer and this objection, I think you got to go a little harder in the paint a little earlier, and be like, "What?"
Like before the pitch, or what do you mean?
Well, this isn't before the pitch, is it?
No. It is after. Yeah, I was just curious.
Because the real crux of it is what happens if she says no. So like you're kind of flirting around that. You need to get to that faster.
So don't even do the price thing.
Well, like probably not, because you're gonna get that next anyway. So you could do the first bit, be like, oh, like why do you think so? Okay, makes sense. And let's just say you go to your wife and she says no. What happens then? Or you could wrap it up and go, okay, so at least you feel like it'll work then. Yep. All right, sweet. So let's just say you go to her and she says no. Because at the end of the day, whose responsibility is it to save the marriage? Like are you gonna either, let's just say this goes well or it doesn't, but have you done everything, or are you gonna have regrets? Right? So it's like, if she says no, then do you do it? Or do you just give up and you go, no, you know what? Fuck that. I'm doing this. I'm going to do everything I can do to make this work. Right? So it's like, ultimately, man, what do you want to do? This is your choice, dude. Not hers. Not anyone else's. Yours. So you either show her that you're going to fix this, or you ask her if she wants to. You know what I mean? So like that's kind of the line in the sand for this, because like who cares about the partner's permission in a saving marriage offer? Like that's ridiculous. Like especially if it's about being the man, you know what I mean? It's like you know what I mean? Does that make sense?
No, that makes perfect sense. I appreciate that. So basically just to put a bow on it, I do the price thing because I think in the beginning when he said like sounds good, I just interrupted him, but let him speak his piece, do the price thing, and then just go for the jugular as far as the spouse objection.
Yeah, because the big thing is like what happens if she says no? Like that is the most important thing about a partner objection. And they're gonna talk around it. They're gonna be like, oh, that wouldn't happen, stuff like that, right? It's like, yeah, what if it does? No, we have to talk about it. Okay, but what if she's had a bad day at work? Becky's been a bitch, and she's like, well, fuck that Becky bitch at work, right? She had a terrible, terrible day, and she's just in a badass mood. You guys aren't communicating well as it is at the moment, and then you're like, hey, and she's like, no, listen, I just can't deal with that right now, right? Do you go okay, or do you go no? This is what we're fucking doing. Right? You know what I mean? And I'm going to lead us, which is what she wants anyway. I'm going to lead us into fixing this marriage. Like, which option do you take, man? You know what I mean? So, especially if it's like, if any of that stuff comes up about like, a lot of these problems arise from like women having to be in their masculine because they have little fucking beta cuck husbands.
Right. No, it is.
Right, if you meet like an unhappy corporate woman, like she has a fully blown fucking beta of a husband every time. It's like 100% strike rate. And they're both fucking miserable.
So one last question. So would you?
Hey, you just slap him on the ass and tell him to make a sandwich, right? That's same.
Yeah. So with that last question, then,
but I am.
Would you even bother asking what would be her apprehension, like her biggest apprehension, or just
fuck that noise, man? Make him take responsibility.
Okay, cool.
Like this is a be a man offer. Be a man. Like show your wife that you're gonna fix it.
Got it.
Either call the plumber or fix it yourself, pussy. Right? But one of you is gonna be laying pipe. Hey, that was fucking brilliant. That was fucking comedy gold, ladies and gentlemen.
Appreciate it, man. That's good.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, let's go, Jake. Julius liked that one. Right?
What's up, man?
Julius looks like a porn star with that dirty mo.
I have a question. Sometimes I get these, I don't know if it's type A or what it is, but these people that come in for personal training, and I find it kind of hard to get like consequence phase or commitment phase because like they're already getting a personal trainer now. So it's like there's no really consequence because they don't like the person, but I already kind of established the gap.
They don't like the person, they don't like the results.
A little bit of both. They're not getting what they want. They're not satisfied. So like I kind of get the idea on it's too easy. They're not getting heard. That kind of stuff.
Yeah. Then like, not every offer has to be like a big. Not every sale has to have a big giant consequence, right? So if you look at like the continuum of urgency, right, which is a thing I just made up, which I think I might have to remember because it sounds like a good YouTube video title. Is like so you're starting here. Not yet. Why not? Why not? Sorry, I'm trying to make a sale for Ben. Why not? IG. Sorry. IG ain't getting any smaller. All right, that was one of his things. He doesn't want to miss the boat. Right, I'm gonna do a boat gif. That's what we're gonna do because he said he doesn't want to miss the boat. Boat.
He's so scared. I don't know why.
He is. Don't miss the boat, buddy. Sorry, I'm doing deals. Okay. All right, so we got where they are now, right? And then we've got like the positive future state, and then you've got like their problems, and then you've got like their negative future state, which is a consequence, right? So with fitness, for example, like you're far better off doing like a massive future state, and then like their problems, and then like the consequence is like you've already built enough, right? So
that makes sense.
Like focus more on the positive future state. And then your consequence can be like, you can do more like commitment questions. So you can be like, okay, cool. So do you feel like it's time to make a change? Yeah. Why is that? All right, cool. Now or later? Now. You sure? Yep. Sweet. All right, cool, man. I think that what I do might actually work for you. If you want, I'll kind of take you through how I can, have you stop dreading going to the gym, speaking to some douchebag, and start to be on team fun with me.
And that's kind of like what I've noticed. Like I just closed the deal earlier today like that. It's not lots of this weird, like, well, how does that affect you personally? Like those kinds of weird things like that. It's not my personality. Sometimes I'm just logic and it works for some people.
Yeah. Like you just, you'll sort of get a pretty good feel for it. But again, like that, urgency continuum, patent pending, you just sort of think of it like that. Sometimes you don't need to ask consequence questions. If someone's like fat and like horrible health and like asking that stuff kind of makes sense, you know what I mean? But if someone's like in shape and just looking for like a new PT, like my wife always switches PTs, always. Because she was a PT, so she does like 3 to 4 months of one. She tells them at the beginning, I'll do 3 or 4 months, and I'm going to switch to someone else. It's not weird. You know what I mean? But that's just what she likes doing. Yeah.
Makes sense.
All right, cool. I got 9 minutes left, guys, so I'll try and get through everybody. Simon?
Hey man, what are the metrics you look at when you want to increase your commissions? For example, you look at job rate or closing rate. What are the most important metrics you look at?
Well, there's 9 metrics.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding. That was a joke because you're German. So close rate, I would argue, is probably one of the least important ones because it's more subjective than people realize, because I could come into any team and double their close rate overnight, right? People can say like, no, you can't. For sure, just make it really hard to get in the sales school, right? I just like lay down city, right? Their volume would reduce, okay? But I could double their close rate instantly. I could also half it. Just make it really easy to get on a call, right? Like lead form straight into booking. just, barraged with bullshit, be like the Facebook marketplace of sales. So that's like, you're in control of that quite, through qualification, pre-qualification. I always just look back at like how much money I want to make, right? I've actually got a video coming out, I think next week, on like how to do projections for business and for yourself, right? But you want to like project out your year, and then you say like, okay, like this is what I want to produce, and then you've got to create like what's called an MIND, like it's the most important numbers and drivers. So it's just basically going backwards from everything, right? And then from there, if you go like, you want to do like an ideal, not ridiculous, but like at the end of the year, I want to be hitting these numbers, but I'm assuming your close rate's a little higher, your show rate's a little higher. Do you know what I mean? Like you're a bit better now than what you were. And like, let's say cash collection, because like there's no one metric, there's tweaking lots of little ones. Like one of the big ones that people ignore is time. If you have 90-minute calls, if you can get them down to 45, you double your income potential, right? It's an enormous lever that people don't really think about. So if I'm like, okay, by the end of the year, I want to have a 35% close rate with an average cash collection of, whatever X is now plus 1,000, whatever, right? Which then increases your front end comms, right? For example, then I want to go from 75-minute calls to 60. And then you say all these things, and that produces me 30 grand a month of income, whatever it is, right? You're like, right now it would take me 42,000 hours a day in order to produce that, right? Because I have this. And then you line up all the stats, current and future, and you see which ones are the most wildly out. Then you just sort of like juxtapose or transpose that with things that are easy and hard. Like close rate is a hard thing to fix. Like there's a lot to it, right? So it's like, well, my show rate shit. Okay, you are very much in control of your show rate. Even if they're booked onto your calendar without you, you are very much in control. I have taken over. I have put myself on offers as like a secret sales rep. The sales team has a 40% show rate. I immediately have a 90, right? Just because I'm not a retard. Like there's so many simple things that you can do to get people to show up. Like you can call them beforehand. Like you can literally, they book in 5 p.m. end of your night. You call all of your appointments for tomorrow. Hey man, just confirming that you're going to show up tomorrow. If there's anything you need from me, let me know. Or you send them a text message the instant they book, right? Stuff like that. And you can get really high show rates. You know what I mean? And then from there, it's like, okay, cool. Cash collection. Like cash collection is a really easy one to move because you can just start pitching $500 more, right? Like it's not going to make a difference. But if I usually do 2 payments of $2,500, I'm going to do 1 payment of $3,000, 1 payment of $2,500. It's like an easy thing that you can change that gets you more money, right? If you're then saying, oh, fuck, my calls are 90 minutes, I need them to be at 45. Then what you would do is you would then review your calls with the specific and singular-minded focus of where are things taking too much time. Then you find them, and because you're not now reviewing a call and like for no reason going like, oh, I suck or I'm good or whatever, right? It's just like, okay, that's a rabbit hole. How do I avoid it? That's a rabbit hole. How do I avoid it? Was that question productive? Was it not productive? So now you're actually like focused in, and you're able to reduce the amount of time. And you go, okay, I'm going to have a goal of reducing 5 minutes a month. Right? And it's like, these are real tangible things that you can do that's not rocket surgery. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
By the way, Halvin, is that guy next to you paying? Is he paying the membership? What's going on here? We got a fucking freeloader here. I'm just kidding, buddy. Right?
Charge him.
You can stay. Right? Visa or MasterCard. Amex or Diners. Right? All right. So, all right, cool. Does that help?
Yeah, 100%. Thank you so much.
Yeah, sweet as. All right, cool. I got time. I gotta do Halbin. I don't think I'll have time for yours. Your second one, Chi. I apologize, buddy. You're on mute. You lack conviction.
No, that's all right. I forgot that I even raised the hand there. Here, so we're good.
Okay, Chew.
Perfect. Cool.
Train.
Hey, question. So when it comes to special objection, would it be better to handle like in the beginning by asking them, hey, does your wife need to be here in order for us to, make the final decision?
I mean, it's a bit crazy, isn't it? I think you can.
Yeah, it is.
Does your wife know we're on the call, or are we on a bit of a secret mission? That's my kind of go-to. right? It usually has like they do like the nose laugh. You know what I mean? Secret mission, like it's one of those ones. But then like there's nothing you can do to really pre-handle it unless you like just go hard in the paint and then end the call. Like there's nothing you can do to truly pre-handle that objection.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So like because you just got to figure out if it's real or not. But I do like going, hey, does your partner know we're on this call? Or are we on kind of a bit of a secret mission here? They go, no, let's go on the call. Okay, they're supportive of you, kind of, I guess, getting protection in place for the family so that in case something does happen, God forbid, that you guys are okay and you're not like, sucking dick on the corner to be able to pay for the mortgage. Yep, sweet. All right, you don't want your wife to be a prostitute? All right, perfect. Let's move on. Right? So, I wouldn't say that specifically, but, the sentiment is there. So, yeah.
Perfect. Perfect. Got it. Awesome. Thank you.
All right. Good stuff, guys. Appreciate you. For all the people watching YouTube, you freeloading fucks, if you want to get on it, then you can click the link somewhere and give me some money. I know my kids would appreciate it because they're starving. Yeah, just help out a struggling entrepreneur. All right, team.
Thank you, Matt.
Have a good one. Bye.